Hello everybody, welcome back to your favourite FIFA series on YouTube. It's Be a Goalkeeper, episode 25. And we have an absolute doozy of an episode today. So currently at this point in time we have 6 wins in a row. So by the end of this episode we could have 10 wins in a row, which would be an absolute madness. Another madness is that we're nearly at 3k subscribers. So make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, turn your notifications on.
Who the f is that guy?
And let's get into the episode. So the first game of today is against Hull City away from home. They currently sit 17th in the league, so this should probably be the easiest game of our season so far. But it's the championship, no game is easy, but we start off in the 3rd minute with a goal, 2.5 minutes. It is Ryan Kent with the goal. I always get him and Christie mixed up, but it is Ryan Kent with the goal. But what a team goal that is, just from kickoff, and we have passed the ball, pinged it around like nobody's business. Barcelona, eat your heart out, look at it, little back heel in the box, and look how quick the pass is between, I think it's Tavernier and Diaz. Pass it across to Kent, who hits it first time and kind of skews it off his foot. The keeper doesn't really stand a chance, but that is an absolute flying start to this game. Now we're into the 6th minute, just 3 minutes later we get another opportunity. Diaz with 1-2-zy and he finds the back of the net. 7 minutes on the clock and we're 2-0 up, and this game could be over already. You can see how bad Hull City are. That is why they're bottom of the table pretty much. But again, quick pass and in the box, I think it's Christie that does well to hold the defender off him. A little 1-2-zy between Kent and Diaz. He hits it first time on the return, left footed, and to be fair, the keeper's had a bit of a nightmare again. He's so close, like fingertips away from saving it, but he doesn't. Hull finally get an opportunity with a really weak header, which I just gather up nice and easy. And it's back to us on the attack. Marcus Tavernier with a shot straight down the keeper's throat, does save it. Another save from the keeper. He's finally warming up into this game, but that is half time already, and we have been all over Hull City. They've had one shot on target, which was a header, which is very weak, and I just gathered up easy enough. They do get another opportunity from a corner and another corner, and they're winning these headers in the box, which is very dangerous, but again, they missed the target that time. Now it's back to us, 56th minute, and Diaz gets his 2nd goal of the game, making it 3-0, and that is what we do. We just sat back, let Hull City attack, build their confidence up, and then we counter-attack them and find the back of the net. I think it's Kent back to Tavernier, who always gets the assist, top assister in the league, and Diaz is never going to miss from that. He's pretty much on the goal line, 6-yard box, just finesses it past the keeper, scoops it you could say, and I'm going to call it now. It's game over, especially with Tavernier getting on the score sheet, and this time the keeper should be saving that. He's just had an absolute mare today. He wasn't ready for this game at all. We're top goal scorers for a reason. I was questioning this pass back out of the box by Tavernier, but he gets into space between the 2 defenders. Diaz finds him, he hits it first time as well, and the keeper, to be fair, he should be saving it. It's right at him pretty much. Just dives out the way, dives the wrong way. 4-0. Hull City finally get an opportunity here, but my defender, left back, does a great job at blocking that one. That was going to go in every day of the week. And then the keeper does finally make a save in the 2nd half from Tavernier, who should be scoring. And then Hull City do ruin my day by scoring, getting rid of my clean sheet in the 82nd minute. And I'm a little bit annoyed at this because the animation does screw me over a little bit. I always blame the animations because I charge out, close the angle down pretty well. I knew it was coming. I charge out as soon as the pass is made, close down the angle. Instead of standing tall, I've dived at his feet, made the choice for him, and he scores a decent goal. I don't think you should be celebrating like that when you're 4-1 down, and then I get subbed off. Obviously 6.1 rating, 82 minutes played. We do go on to win 4-1, it stays the same, but look how many chances they had. 1, and they scored from it, which is very disappointing. But now we have to move on to a tough game against Watford, but we are at home, so hopefully the home fans can give us the support we need. We start off this game in the 9th minute, pretty much 10 minutes. Diaz passes Tavernier, hits it at the near post. The keeper makes a decent save though. Again, Tavernier, this time he does score in the 14th minute with his left foot. He's always getting on the score sheet. He's always providing assists. Probably the player of the season so far. It's between him and Diaz. I'm not going to chuck my name into it because it's definitely not been the best season I've ever performed. But him and Diaz play so well each game they played together. Kent getting involved here with the pass to Tavernier, getting the assist, and Tavernier just rifles this one past the keeper. Maybe the keeper should be doing better. He does make a decent attempt at the ball, but so far it's been all Bournemouth here, and Watford keeper does make another decent save. 34 minutes in, they finally get into the box with the ball in. My defender does a fantastic job of blocking it, but the referee has given handball, and I think this could be the first penalty. It's a very soft one. It bounces off his head onto the arm. Not really handball, we can't give that one. But now it's down to me, my first penalty that I've faced in this whole season, and I get a little bit screwed over. Look how quick he starts to run. Don't get myself set, and he finds the back of the net, and I was shocked. The angle threw me off a little bit, then it switched back to normal and I didn't really have time to set. He runs up quickly, I panic and I dive the wrong way. It's a decent penalty penalty, not a lot of power behind it, kind of side foots, but it is in that side netting. Even if I dived the right way, I probably wasn't going to save it anyway. Now, just before half time, Tavernier here, I don't have a clue why he has not shot. I was screaming shoot, and he just passed it back, a terrible pass. We go in all level 1-1. Watford really haven't shown too much. They got very lucky by getting that penalty, and we have to show what we're worth here. Diaz, first shot of the second half, keeper makes an okay save, not a lot of power on it. Pretty simple from him. Now we turn to Barcelona again. Look how quick the pass is. Diaz just find the back of the net, bounces off the crossbar. What a ridiculous finish, and what ridiculous play again. Zidane absolutely loves it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. We do well passing the ball, but that is just crazy. Like, everyone getting involved. Look how quick this passing is. 1-2s back and forth, and the touch from Tavernier as well to bring it down to pass to Diaz. The keeper does get very unfortunate, does get a decent hand to it, but it pushes it down, it bounces up into the crossbar. I just couldn't believe what play I was witnessing. That is what we're about, top goal scorers for a reason. Watford on the attack now, my defenders are chasing back, they pass across into the box, another little pass for some reason, he hits the post, and I got saved by the post then. So unlucky from them, but so fortunate for myself. Another fantastic block for my centre back, and then I get subbed off. Obviously I make 0 saves somehow. 6.0 rating, 79 minutes played, and we do go on to win. So that is 8 games that we have won in a row. We are going for 10. I don't know what the record is for me in a season, but 10 in a row would be ridiculous stuff. And can anyone explain to me what is happening here? That's definitely not Diaz. He's definitely not wearing any clothes at all. But that is the weirdest thing I have seen in FIFA. Nice to know FIFA is the perfect game, nothing wrong with it at all. The only thing I'm disappointed in is that he doesn't look like that in the game now. He's got his full kit on. Right, back to the game at hand. We're playing against Middlesbrough away from home. We start off 3 minutes into this game. Middlesbrough defending for their life, but we win the ball back high up the pitch. We get very lucky with the ball deflected up onto Christie's chest, and he volleys it into the back of the net. 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes into this game. Middlesbrough get very unlucky. They put in some decent tackles, but the ball finds its way back to Tavernier here. Little pass from the midfield. Tavernier hits it. Defender does a good job of blocking it. And look how ridiculous that touch is from Christie. To chest it across himself and then volley it past McNair and the keeper. Yeah, it's a little bit shocking to be fair, but either way, we're 1-0 up. Middlesbrough trying to get back into this game. The power though, look at that for a strike. I have to slap my hands at it and hope the ball doesn't fall to a player, and then they tie it all up with fours. And if you remember fours from my Brentford spell in the last FIFA, he is an absolute menace to me. Every time we play against him, he scores. But the main question is, what are my defenders doing? Why has he got so much space in the box? And you can also see the defender blocks my line of sight, so I have no chance for this one. I do take a step to it, but obviously don't react quick enough, and we're all tied up in this game. 1-1. Tavernier here with a long ranger, and again they give him the space to take another one, this time just past the post. What are they thinking, giving him that time and space? They try a long ranger. I never get beat by long rangers at all, and Diaz now hits it straight at the keeper, makes a little bit of a meal of it. Tavernier 41 minutes in, hits an absolute rocket, rifles that into the back of the net, and you could see it coming from a mile away. He had 2 little sighters, they gave him the space once more, and you cannot afford to do it. Absolute belter. Look at the space. He's got like 50 yards around him. Defender chucks a leg at it. No chance. Keeper's flailing around all over the place. He's reaching for the ball, but he may as well reach for the stars because he's nowhere near it. And that puts us into the lead. Just before half time, we get another effort, and Diaz puts us 2 goals in the lead, and we've just put a nail in the coffin here. Middlesbrough have fallen apart right at the end of the half. Maybe they're tired, maybe they're too busy focusing about the half-time drinks they're going to have or snacks, whatever it is. But either way, we've put this game to bed nice and early, and we are well on the way for our 9th win in a row. Just all over Middlesbrough now. They had that little opportunity to put us under some pressure, but we just turned it up another level, and Middlesbrough have no answer to what we are doing. Into the half-time interval, 3-1 up, Middlesbrough with the kick-off. They do get an opportunity early on in the half, but straight at me, decent save, but fumbled the ball a little bit. Another strike from us in the 60th minute. Okay save again. A few minutes after that, Diaz does get on the score sheet once more. 4-1. Tavernier with the assist. I'm doing my little Puma celebration, rah 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 and all that jazz. But Diaz and Tavernier just work so well together. Other players involved here as well. But a one-touch pass from Tavernier, one-touch shot from Diaz. Keeper can't set himself quick enough. And 4-1. We've just changed the game just before half time and blown Middlesbrough straight out of the water, and it could just get worse and worse. So our left back getting involved, he scores as well. What is going on here? I don't think I've ever seen him shoot in my life. 1 shot, 1 goal, and the keeper should be saving this one. It's an okay strike, not great to be fair. Hits it straight at the keeper and he's just kind of just flailed around. I don't know what he is doing. He literally could have just stood still, but he chooses to dive to the floor. And look at it, it's just like he doesn't quite know what to do. He doesn't make up his mind quick enough and lets it in, and it's 5-1. It can't get much worse. Yes, it can. 89th minute, and I think it's Tavernier getting on the score sheet once again. Another beautiful goal, which we don't really see because it's so quick, but the passing once more, a little flick from Tavernier, gets the ball back to him and hits it first time, and again, keeper, you have to ask yourself, what is he doing? It's pretty much straight at him and chooses to dive out the way. I did skip that one by accident, to be fair. I had seen too many goals and just automatically clicked it. But either way, 6-1, I get subbed off in the 90th minute, which is ridiculous. We do go on to win, obviously. We're not going to concede 5 goals in the last minute of the game. And now we move on to the final game of the episode, the one that could put us 10 wins in a row. We start off with Tavernier with a long ranger. The keeper does make a save, push it out for a corner. Again, Tavernier left-footed. Keeper does make another save. Now Luton on the attack at the near post. I push it out wide for a corner. From the corner, they whip it in and somehow they score. I don't know how it's happened. No, the referee has given a penalty instead. What is going on here? But you're going to see the randomest, most weirdest thing I think I've seen in the game. You can see the man on the line hit it and it goes through him, and somehow I push it onto his hand for a handball. Look how ridiculous that is. What is it?
What the fuck?
Shouldn't be handball, shouldn't be a goal, but now I have to save a penalty, and I do! Look how well I do! I spring across my line, push that one out for a corner, and then for some reason they decide to show me the VAR goal line decision, and I don't understand it, because the ball went in, but you gave a handball, so why are you showing me it? Either way, from the corner, Luton do score a brilliant header, to be fair. But my defenders get out-muscled. There's 2 or 3 defenders in the box after all that hard work, and we still concede. We got saved by the referee, given a penalty. I saved a penalty, and then we concede from a corner. And to be fair, the ball's whipped straight into that mixer, and he beats 3 defenders to the ball, hits it into that side netting as well. I don't really stand a chance. The camera angle's all over the place. I do give it a good attempt though, but he finds that corner beautifully. You got to give it to him. It's a fantastic header. Now Luton are all over us. Long range shot. I make the save easy enough for myself. Again, look at the space out here for the winger, but I do well. Get out nice and quick, make myself big, and he hits it wide. Didn't even have to make the save. Now Christie, just for half time, look at the pace of the man, hits it across the keeper to put us level in this game, and that is pretty much the first decent opportunity we have had. And he charges from his own half. The pass from Diaz that sets him off, and he's on his bike. Put the afterburners on. Defenders chasing back, can't keep up with him, and he's wellies it past the keeper to put us back into this game. 1-1. What a goal and what a time as well. Just before half time, Luton are going to be very disappointed with that one. It's the worst time to concede. But now into the second half, it's all to play for. I want this 10 wins in a row, and I've got to hope my players want it too. But Luton are the first ones on the attack. 73rd minute. Now into the 78th minute, they try a long range and nearly catch me out there. Just managed to get my hands to it. Another one is an okay save. Make a little bit of a bit of it, but either way, keep the ball out. And that is the full-time whistle. I get a 7.8 rating and man of the match. I make 7 saves, which is ridiculous. There's my trophy. It doesn't happen very often, but I'm chuffed with that one, even though we don't get the 10 wins in a row. But sadly, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. We're so close to 3k subscribers. Turn your notification on, and as always, look after yourself, stay safe, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.